Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to Trading Waves Weekly Outlook. We will be looking at the instruments. How did they perform the previous weeks, and what do we expect going forward? All right, so as usual, please pause and read the disclaimer. Then you can place the resume button. All right, guys, before I can get started, please do note for those that still wish to join us, you can still take advantage of our 30% off when you get the full course, which obviously give you a mentorship as well. Not just a full course alone, we give you an study material, and also we add you on our Discord. So basically, you just get a full access to our services when you purchase the full course. Right, for those that wish to contact us, you can always go to our YouTube page, especially on the videos that we release over the weekends. When you click at those, you will get our contact details there. So we've got our WhatsApp number, the way you're gonna get myself, Victor, or Victor. So you can send us direct WhatsApp, and also you've got our email address there, info at trading-waves.com, where you can email us regarding any of our services. Below are just our social media pages that you can follow us there just to see more of our work. Right, so before you can even watch the next content, please do make sure, guys, that you subscribe, and also make sure that you like our videos. That help us, that YouTube push our videos on top. Obviously, if you do like our content and you think this is benefiting you, so make sure as well that you press that bell notification, so that every time when we release this free content, at least you are notified. Right, so now let's have a look here. How did the markets perform in the previous week so far in 2024? The trade setup that we have shared to our members and how they have played out. Right, so let's get started with those one there before we can look at the markets in the coming few weeks. Right, so we're going to start with we've got quite a few number of charts to look at here. So starting with your pound yen. Right, so pound yen, I might have showed you this chart before, but we were simply looking at this, that it is a three-wave move structure here. We are expecting a move to the up side. Some people might be wondering that why do you say this is a valid trade here? Because it went into the blue box or beyond the blue box. Some people that don't understand how we trade here, obviously they would think this was invalidated. Well, we've got a specific system that we're using. It's a blue box strategy, but our stop losses, they are not just placed exactly at the blue box there. So we just put it a few points behind the blue box. As for pound yen, we were expecting this, that we've made a move to the downside. We went through the blue box, but we quickly came back. So that's where we said this trade is very valid. You can look for a move to the up side. And you will see here that your pound yen has already made about 497 pips, move to the upside here. What we expect, you will see that one when we start with the market analysis. But these charts where I have these before and afters, you will majority of them, they are the latest update. That what do we expect going forward in the market. So pound yen, we have look at this one. We have made this 497 pips move to the upside there. So this has already allowed our members that they can book partial profit and obviously keep on riding the trend to the upside by putting the stop loss into a break even, and the remaining portion of the trade just keeps on moving to the upside. So we are all about riding the trend most of the time. So our targets, we just we do have specific Fibonacci targets, but most of the time we just keep on riding the trend when we've got these blue box trades set up. You will see that one, especially when we get to the indices. Right, so the next one here, you will see that we had your euro pound. I've showed you this one a couple of times. So we're looking at this one to complete a three-wave move structure here. And against this was the very important one here, that against this, anything, even if this was to, for example, trade above the blue box, went as far as this year, but as long as this was still trading below this invalidation level here, of which it's very important for me. So we look at this here, that it get into the blue box and it start to give us this move to the down side. So you'll see that your euro pound here To date, this has moved over 215 pips, moved to the downside here after it went into this area of a blue box here. So this is our action area around this area here of a blue box here. Every time whatever it keep on rising here, we're simply looking for this here, or we are selling euro pound. So this has moved about 215 pips a year. I should have even showed you this one here. When we were building this structure here, I said to our members, this is a structure that was building up here. We still expect to see this drop. So we are still expecting that this is going to give us that drop to the downside on your euro pound. Right, so Bitcoin, most of the people they are looking for Bitcoin to trade lower here. Some thought this was going to give us a big drop here, but trading waves, I've showed you even last week, we kept on saying that as long as your Bitcoin was above this level here, see that 38,520 level here, we were looking for a bullish move to the upside. So obviously, once we saw this, this is just one of those textbook setup. You get an impulsively move 5 ways, you simply look for pullbacks in 3, 7, 11 swing. So that's exactly what we saw here. A pullback in 3 swing here, went into the blue box, and we were expecting that this was going to continue with the move to the up side. If you are familiar with an Elliott wave, obviously once you see a 1 year, you know at some point that there's going to be a 3 and a 4 and a wave 5. Now, if I come and show you this chart and say this is going to make a move here, there's no need for me to take this area here and say it's going to get to around here or infinity area. So if you understand the Elliott wave, you know that this wave 1, this is a wave 2, there must be a wave 3. So we're simply looking to ride the trend to the upside on your Bitcoin. And to date, you've seen that Bitcoin has made about a $11,000 move to the upside here. So from around this level here, we just keep on riding here, and you can see that the internals there, they are still calling for Bitcoin that it should continue with the move to the up side. Had a video on a Bitcoin. If you are interested in the cryptocurrencies here in the channel, you can just search that video where we are looking at whether Bitcoin will go to the all-time high or what's going to happen. But we are looking at this here, just following what the market is doing here. We're simply looking for a move to the up side. Now let's have a look at Ethereum. Obviously, this is a sister pair. That's what I always say to our members. We're simply looking for this here, 3-wave move into the blue box, and we're expecting for a move to the upside. Now, there's a big difference between forecasting and trade execution. Most of the people, they can forecast, right? They will come here and show you how we forecasted the trade here, but very few will show you or will elaborate to you when do they execute. So we see keep it simple here. We just trade the pullbacks in 3 or 7 or 11 swings. So maybe you might be hearing me keep on mentioning these numbers when I talk about the pullbacks. When I'm referring to a 3 swing, I'm just looking at it as an ABC. A 7 swing is a WXY, and an 11 swing as a WXYXZ. So that's if you are familiar with the Elliott. So I can use those interchangeable. So as for Ethereum, we're simply looking for this one to get into the blue box, and we're looking for a move to the upside. Makes sense, obviously, because we're expecting Bitcoin to make a move to the upside. You'll see that Ethereum here went into the blue box a year, and we are looking at this here to have already made about an $839 move on Ethereum, and we're still looking for more bullish move to the upside. So if Bitcoin is going to get to the all-time high, then your Ethereum should do the same as well. Right, so Pound Chief, we've been showing you this one here. It is out there on the social media pages. We're simply looking at this one here, that it should complete this pullback here in a 3-wave move into the blue box, and we wanted to see this move to the upside here. You will see that your Pound Chief has already made our major target was this one here. Obviously, somebody might ask why that specific target. If you want more of those, obviously you can come in and join us in our community here. We've got a very active community here. As small as they are, the community is, but they are very active traders there. I will even show you some trades that are picked up by our traders, not just us, the team as well, but also the traders amongst themselves. Very good community to be in there, and they are very supportive. So we've got a Discord community that is just for the paid members only. Right, so pound chief, we're looking for this one here. Already, you can see that it has already made a rally of about 296 pips, moved to the up side, and the other one here was New Zealand yen. So New Zealand yen, we're simply looking at this here three-wave move to the upside, three-wave move here, and then three-wave move to drop to the downside. So we're simply looking for this one to come into the blue box, and we're looking for a move to the up side here. Now, obviously, it has made a move here from the blue box, went into the blue box, made this move to the upside here, and then it gave us another opportunity again, made this three-wave move structure here, and we still said let's keep on riding here and keep on adding to our position. Now you'll see that with those two positions, it is from the start of this blue box here, this bigger blue box here, it has made about 425 pips move to the upside, and from our second entry here, when we got this one into the blue box here, it has made about 244 pips. So in total, we are talking about 669 pips move just on this one pair. How far would we go? We just keep on riding the trend here. Every time it pulls back now, we're just looking to add more position to the up side. Right, so your Audi yen, I've showed you this one here. I don't want to just show you guys only our winnings here. So Audi yen, we are looking at this one here to make a three-wave move, and then for this move to the upside here. So we're looking for that one, just like your New Zealand yen. But for some reason, Audi yen, it just went beyond the blue box here. Just the blue box alone, that was just about 50 pips. So that was a big one here in terms of sales. So invalidated this year, not the move, but obviously trade setup. We were stopped out here. We are down about 75 pips. Was when we caught it. It was inside there in the blue box and wanted to see this, and then it just went and broke beyond the blue box here. So there was one that failed here, but the move, it was very valid. I tell you what, when we saw this move to the upside here, we simply wanted to see through a move pull back. You can go and zoom in here. There was a very nice trade setup for a move to the upside. Yeah, we do check that one, obviously inside the live trading market analysis session. Remember that during your before the London Open, we have the updates that are done before London Open, and we also have a session where we spend time with our members, looking at the market, what is expected for the day, doing some trade management, when are we moving a stop loss, and also looking for new trades set up. So we come in every day, but that doesn't mean that we execute the trades every day. Right, so there was a one that failed there on your Audi yen. So we also had New Zealand cat. We were looking at this one here. I've spoken about this one several times. You can refer on social media that don't look further than what is happening on a daily time frame. Looking very good here. So we're simply looking at this five-wave move to the upside. We're looking at this here to be in a blue box, and we're looking for that move to the upside here. You'll see from the bottom where this one played here, it has made this move already about 215 pips move to the upside on your New Zealand CAD, and we are still expecting to see more move to the upside. I'm going to be a bit quicker now here. Audi Chief, we're simply looking at this one here to have made an impulsive move, and we're looking at this blue box here. We're looking for a move to the upside on your Audi Chief. You'll see that this one did not play as expected here. Instead, it went and invalidated, even taking out this swing low after this impulse here. So that was one of those that we were down like 42 pips on this one here. Uh, Now, I want to talk about the indices. Yeah, I've spoken about this one week in, week out when I'm here. That the indices, don't look at selling the indices, just keep on buying. Yeah, this is not just from here alone. Ever since we started from here, I said the indices were ready for a move to the upside. This was somewhere about maybe in March last year. Here we're saying keep on looking for buying opportunities when it comes into the indices here. So just a few ones that we're looking, like I said, we look to trade to ride the trend here. Look at this. When we saw this year on your Nasdaq, there was a second entry. Obviously, the first one was here. Our target, I remember very well. I think it was here at these highs here, even though it was never reached, but this was already showing. After we saw this here, we decided to offload our position, and we said, let's wait for these structures here. We wanted to see these three structures, and we wanted to look for more buying opportunity here. Now, look what we've done. We've seen here on your Nasdaq. This obviously is traded about 3,562 points move to the upside that we've seen on your Nasdaq a year. So we are not even looking to short the indices. We just keep on looking for buying opportunities a year. The same one, yep. If you look at your Dow Jones, the very same thing that we saw here, through a move into the blue box, right at the other side of the blue box, we said this was ready for a big move to the upside a year. You've seen Dow Jones, if you are into the indices, it has traded up here, straight move to the upside, what I call a runaway market here. Nothing at all. There was no reason to look for a sales here. Even when we saw this inside the members here, when we saw this, I said just keep on buying the indices here. There's nothing that is going to disturb them so far. Now you'll see that this has already made about 6,884 points move to the upside a year. The same as your S&P 500. We're simply looking at this one to have made a three-wave move. We're looking for that move to the upside on your S&P 500. Now look at this. S&P 500 kept on running a year. I do believe that your Nasdaq as well has been to the all-time high, because I know it's the one that has been very lagging out of the indices, the one that has never reached the all-time high, but we'll see when we get to the charts. But I think that has been reached as well. Look at your S&P 500 here, made about 1,007 points, a move a year to the upside, very big move here. We're still looking for this. We just keep on adjusting our stop loss here. This is all what we're looking here. We see these structures, we keep on adding a position simply because of the move here, the margin that we've got in more from around this level here. So that's why it's easy that we just look to trade the structural levels here, simply because of these trades running around that area. Now if you look at your DAX, this was one of my favorite one, because immediately I had my wave count. I reviewed my wave count here, and then I spotted this, that it was going to come here and it was going to make a move to the up side. Very few people here, this did not get to the 50% of this move to the upside. So people here, they were saying, oh, this was going to drop more lower, get to 50, and then they're going to buy. But we said three-wave move, blue box 38.2, this was ready for a move to the upside, simply because of the other indices here. And you've seen that this one has already made about 2,779 points move to the upside a year. Another opportunity was here. There was a blue box trade set up here, but I remember very well we did not trade this one because we were looking at it here to trade lower here, and you wanted to see this one more leg lower here, but it missed it. So we wanted it to drop more lower here, at least to 16,200 area here. We're looking for that move to the upside, but it did not drop there. So there was we did not add a position on this one. So but other than that, it has traded low higher about 12,779 pips. And Nikki, this was even a recent trade setup here somewhere in December, just before we went to holidays. We're simply looking at this textbook setup, impulsively move to the upside, dropping a three-wave move here. We're looking for this big move to the upside here on Nikki. You've seen Nikki has all been to the all-time high as well here. It has made just from around this area here. We are seeing this one to have made about 6,917 points move here, and we are still expecting to see more bullish move to the upside. And the last one that likes to respect the blue boxes here, that will be on Nifty here. Nifty, now this is to show you that if you have this on a daily time frame, that you are looking for a big move to the upside here, why do you have to bother looking for sales here while the daily time frame that wiki says you must look for buys? All what you do is master these pullbacks. When they come, know when to take advantage of them here. So your Nifty has been one of those here. First trade setup we had around this area here. We made a move to the upside. We said this was gonna get into the blue box again. We're expecting to see a move to the upside here. So just this one alone here, you'll see that we've already made about 3,402 points move to the upside here. And our recent one that we had on the Nifty was around this area here. We're looking for this. So we're still expecting that we are going to see a big move to the upside when it comes into the indices. Right, so that is just to highlight you that how is our 2024 so far. Now I've also shared you guys those one that did not fail. I think there's one that I did not share with you, but I'll show it to you when it gets to gold, where we didn't where we didn't have the successful trade set up. But let's get to the business of the day. I know everybody wants to know what is expected on the coming weeks. Let's have a look at this here, the DXY. I've spoken about this one several times, week in, week out. When I come in here, I keep on saying that your DXY should still drop to the downside here. So those who've been following here, they will remember very well that when we made this move, I said that DXY was gonna make a move here, and we're going to get to see this one drop lower here. Now against this, I'm still bearish on a DXY. I still want to see this one dropping to the downside. So I do believe that this is your wave one. Now let me not just highlight here. I'm gonna show you this. We've made the 5-wave move, drop lower here, 335 structure here, which I believe that this is our wave B here. Now I do believe that we are in the wave C. With that being said, I'm expecting this here to be our wave C. So far, what we've seen here is that this has dropped from this high to this low here. It has dropped in a 5-wave move. So we are looking at this to be our wave one. And then this here to have been our wave two here, obviously against this swing high here. Now we are looking for this to be a 3 and a 4 and a wave 5. For so whatever reason the market gets to come and take this here, then we're not going to fall in love with this bearish move here. And then we're going to have to look for this bullish move to the upside. But so far so good. It looks good for a move to the downside. Like I've said it, this being your wave one here, sharp wave two here. So we're going to be looking for the 3 and the 4 and this wave 5 on a DXY. Obviously that will mean that US dollar pairs or the major pairs, they are inversely correlated, not something new here. The euro US dollar, we are simply looking at this one here after it made the 5-wave move to the upside. So we are looking at this to be a 3-wave move, and we are looking at this to be a move to the upside here. Recently you can just see on the channel that for us it's not a surprise that we are seeing this move to the upside here. It's simply because what we have been expecting. Now if it does pull back like this against this swing low here, we are simply looking for this one, that it should make a move to the upside. Obviously this being your wave one of your wave C, you just check inversely to what I've just said on a DXY. So this is your wave one here, your wave two here, while above this swing low here. So we're looking for a 3 and a 4 and a wave 5 at some point before we can talk about the big bearish move to the down side. Right, so your pound US dollar here. So this one has been a bit of a sideways, but so far it looks good for a move to the upside. So from these lows, I've showed you before how we've been traded this one here. After it made this sharp, it went into the blue box, made a 5-wave move to the upside here. Now we are looking at this, that this is our wave 2. Now the DXY, it is already in an area of interest that it must drop. Now, somebody might say, based on the guidelines, this does not get to 56.1.8. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't get there. But those are just the guidelines. It doesn't have to be always the case. I'm always strict when it comes to the rules of Elliott. As for the guidelines, you have to do your that's where your technical analysis come in. Look at the correlation, look at the other instruments that are in that group of pairs. So pound US dollar, as much as never made a deep correction here, but we are calling it the wave 2 is already done here. We are expecting this move to the up side. Now somebody might ask, can it still drop here, maybe do like a double correction or an a 7 swing or an 11 swing? Yeah, it can do that. We can still have this here, but you have to know when it's doing that. This could have just dropped in a structure like this here, and then this just made our W here. Now this has made a 3-wave move structure here. I expect this to extend higher here, but not be a surprise if this did give you something like this here. And then this becomes your connector here, and then this becomes your Y, and then this being your 1 here, and then this being your wave 2, and then that's when we get this move to the upside. That is still very possible. But with the DXY looking very good, that it must drop here, I don't expect to see this here. But if it does here, we are already prepared here at trading wave. But I'm looking at this one to have completed a nice 3-wave move structure here, and then we are looking for that big bullish move to the upside on your pound US dollar. Your US dollar chief, obviously, we are looking at this. This is positively correlated to your DXY. If you look at this from here, made a 5-wave move to the downside here, and then this has made a 3-wave move to your DXY, ready for a drop. We're looking for US dollar chief as well to give us this bearish move to the downside here. As long as this is still trading against this swing high here, we're going to be looking for the bearish move to the downside on your US dollar chief. Now, just keep it simple here. Even if you are not into Elliott wave, look at this. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high to this one here, made a lower low here to this one here. Now this has made a move to the upside here. So the sequence just keep on making the lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So if that's the case, we're simply looking for the pullbacks here, and we're still looking for short your US dollar chief. But so your out US dollar here, I've spoken about this one a couple of times a year, and I kept on emphasizing that we are looking for a bullish move to the upside. Just to show you here, we're looking at this, a move that is going to be related to this one here, at least just to be, if this is 500 pips, let this get us 500 pips move. Yeah, obviously it's about above 1,000 pips here, so we are looking at this, that it should still do something like this. Obviously, we are looking at this to be an impulsively move, and this to have just ended a 5-wave move to the upside here. Your A here, your wave B here, your wave C as an ending diagonal here. So we are looking at this one that it should give us a 3 and a 4 and a wave 5 at some point. Now these US dollar pairs, I must say, the recent lows that we've seen here, I wouldn't want those to be taken out. So if those recent lows they maintain those to trade above this swing low here, then we're gonna be expecting that this they should continue to move to the upside. Some people that they trade other pages or that are there that I respect here, you can even see this might even form something like there is an invert head and shoulder pattern, and it just make this move to the upside here. That would be in line with the wave count, because we are looking at this to make a move to the upside. It's just a matter of, does it get here, give you a through pullback? That would be a wave 1 lower degree, wave 2 here, and then it's going to be in line with that inverse head and shoulder pattern. But other than that, we are looking for a move to the upside on your auto US dollar. The very same thing with the sister pair, your New Zealand US dollar here, made a nice impulsively move to the upside. Leave alone this one we've seen a year. I've showed you how we've traded this one. I've made a video on this one a year. You can refer to that one. There are some trades that are in play, guys, that are playing out. That obviously I'm not revealing those ones yet. Once they've played out, then I will reveal those. But you can just go to the channel. You will see that New Zealand US dollar, we are bullish, and what is our target and why we are bullish on New Zealand US dollar. Right. So we've looked at this one here. To have made an impulsively move to the upside here. Now there was never a move that was related to this one here. So I do believe that this is the start of a move here. Obviously, made more of like a runaway market here. If your wave A, let's say for example, you've got an A, B, C. Wave A, runaway market. Wave B, your wave C is going to give you 5-wave move like this. It's going to be a 5-wave move. Now look at this runaway market. Now I do believe that this is going to be a 5-wave move. This being your wave 1, your wave 2, a 3, a 4, 5 here before we can speak about the drop. Now, like I've said it, refer to that video that I had on the channel here, that we were looking for a move to the upside, but simply looking at this one to have made a 5-wave move, and how we've been able to trade this from this point. This is where we're able to trade this move to the upside. Now we've seen these pullbacks here. We are expecting to see a move to the upside on your New Zealand US dollar. Obviously, it can do a double correction. That cannot be a surprise. Like for example, if it does this ABC, put back in a 3-wave move here, then give us this 3-wave move structure. This is still very possible here. That would be a simple W wave X or wave Y here, but as long as it never comes here, then this would still be expected to make that move to the upper side. But it's just that I wouldn't want to see such a bigger correction, because relating it to the left hand side of the chart, that big move that we saw here, in terms of time, it might even take more time. I understand Uh, what I'm referring to here, the time that was taken here, but that's for another day. Look at the time that was taken here to just play this impulsive move was so quick. Already here, if you look at this here, where the price is, it's already longer than the time that was taken here. From here to here, and from here to where the price is here, it's already long. Now imagine if this was to do this here, that will even be more longer here. So that's why that in terms of a time it is not in line, so that's why I simply want to see this one here without giving us this type of correction to just keep on making that move to the up side. US dollar CAD looking for a bearish move to the downside, obviously here with your DXY expected to drop. So we are looking at this after it made this impulsively move here. So we're looking at this here to have made this three-wave move starter here. There are a couple of ways this could have played out, this being an A, B here, and then this to have been an ending diagonal, your wave C here, and then this is ready for a drop. Since we are expecting a drop as well, that is going to be related to this one at least. Since we are expecting a drop on a DXY, so I would expect your US dollar CAD might drop at this, come back to around these lows before we can expect to see a move to the up side. Alternatively, somebody might say this is not yet ready to drop. Is that possible? Yeah, it could be the case. Made a move to the upside, to drop in a three-wave move, made a rally in a three-wave move here. This can still drop in a five-wave move here, something like this. Make an expanding flat corrective structure here, and then make one more leg up before can see this drop. But I propose that this is done here. We should be seeing this one. That's going to be my preferred view, that it must just drop from where it is on a US dollar CAD. US dollar yen, I've showed you this one before, that I'm still bearish against this swing high here. Obviously, if it's going to be the dollar dynamic that is in play here, then we're going to see this one dropping lower here, because this looks a bit impulsive here. Three-wave move to the upside here, so this is going to be expected to drop. But if you take this high here, make this move here, then we must see one more leg up, then that's when maybe we get the drop that we are expecting. But as far as it is right now, I want to see this one dropping. Would be nice if it can just made a move to the downside here. Once it confirmed that it would impulsively move, maybe that's when we can start to look for more bearish move to the downside. You don't have to just go and immediately sell this simply because we are forecasting a drop to the downside. Remember what I say, there is a big difference between your forecasting and your trade execution. As for pound yen, we're looking at this one here, like I've showed you, that we are looking for more extension to the upside, but eventually at some point this will be expected to give us a drop to the downside here. We are seeing this here. Yes, I want to see this move to the upside here, but at some point just be mindful here. So to buy this might be a bit late, unless if it does this, give you a deeper pullback here, make a move here, then you can still look to buy this here. It might do that, but if it keeps on making a move to the upside, be careful. It might be time for a bearish move to the downside. Your euro yen, we have been looking at this one to drop obviously here against this swing high that you've made a three-wave move up. We move lower here, move to the upside, and lower here. So we're looking at this one to be an 11 swing. This is just a forecast that we have here. This being an 11 swing against this swing high here. Now this has to give us an impulsively move before we can say it's ready for the trade execution here. So we need to see an impulsively move. For now, yeah, would even be more nicer here. Let this one break below the trend line here. If it does that, then it might be time for a bearish move to the downside on your euro yen. So that is will be my way forward here. Chief Yen, if you look at this structurally here, it made a very nice WXY structure here. So look at this, made a three-wave move lower here, not like that. Made a three-wave move to the downside here, three-wave move higher here, and then this made a three-wave move to the downside here. So we've been looking at this BOWXYAM. Actually, we have a trade setup that is currently running on this one. So after we saw this impulsively move, we saw this three-wave move against this swing low, came into the blue box here. We already long this exactly around this area here. So this has made about 200 something pips, but over 200 pips move that and made to the upper side here. But we are prepared that this might not be it. Yes, we want to see this move here, but it has just made this three-way move here. So there's still something like that can still be in play before the move to the upside. Only to find out that's a bigger W here, this being your wave X, and then we have this as our wave Y. But ugly there. I do apologize. And then we get that move to the upside. But this looks good here. We're still gonna hang on to our position. Obviously, we are running it a risk free already here, but we will be looking for this one to continue with the move to the upside. Canadian continuation move to the upside, but we are mindful of this one here. At some point here is gonna be it's a bit risky now that you can buy the yen pairs. Yes, this might make a move to the upside, but at some point I'm gonna expect that this is going to start to give us a move to the downside here on your KDA yen. New Zealand yen, I showed you this one here. Still wanna see this one extending more to the upside, but at some point somewhere here we'll be expecting a pullback before we can see a move to the upside here. New Zealand US dollar expected to make a move to the upside, so this might be supporting that we see a move to the upside on these New Zealand yen and also on your Audi yen. Audi yen, you saw this one here during the trade curves. We're simply waiting to see, can we get a pullback here? We get this. We're simply looking for a buying opportunity to the upside here. So we are trading in a direction of a trend. That's what we try to do. Your Euro Audi, we are looking at this one. I've showed you this one that against this swing high here, we want to see this one dropping lower. If for some reason was to do this, yeah, maybe something like this, take this high here, then that will mean that's called the three-wave move that we're looking for, and you're ready for a move to the upside. But with your audio US dollar expected to make a move to the upside, very likely that this just drop to the downside like that. Euro New Zealand, on the other hand, this has even is starting to move here compared to your Euro Audi here. So this could have been just a three-way move. Make a move through upside, three-way move here, and then make a move to the upside here. But now if it break this low here, pullbacks against this here, simply looking for a more bearish move to the downside. I expect, obviously, I'm looking at this to be a wave one, wave two, wave one here, this being a wave two, looking for a 3 and a 4 and a 5 before a major pullback and a continuation move to the downside. But this should continue with a drop to the downside. Will make sense with your Euro news, with your Euro US dollar expected to make a move to the upside. US dollar CAD, we are looking at this one that it should drop here. I've shared this one several times that we are looking at this here to be the structure here. So we could even have something like this: one, two, maybe your three here, your four here, your wave five here. Maybe we have this here. Wave one, wave two, three, and four, and a five here. Then we get this move to the upside. That will be a one here of a wave C, a three here, then this being a wave four, and then a wave five, which is completing your wave C of your wave two. Then we look for the big one to the up side. So we are looking at that on the euro cat. So it should still drop lower here. Every time it makes a move to the upside, we just look to short your euro cat. Euro chief has made a very nice three-wave move structure here. So after made a five-wave move lower here, has made a nice three-wave move to the upside here. So we're simply looking for this one that it should continue with the move to the downside here. Euro pound, I showed you this one here. Made a very nice expanding flat corrective structure here. So we are looking at this. It shall continue with the drop to the downside. Through a move high here, through a move lower here, move to the upside, expanding flat corrective structure here. So we are simply looking for this one that it should still drop to the down side. Pound pairs here, pound Audi, pound New Zealand. I've showed you this one. Have videos on the channel. Then we are looking for these structures here. They played like this a year. We're looking for a big move to the up side a year. But for now, this is still tradable to the downside. Made a drop here. Now, with this forecast, all what you want to see is, do I get a throw move pullback? I get a throw pullback. You just remember this forecast a year. Get a through move pullback. You remember this forecaster here. Until you get a move that is going to be related to this one, that's when we can look for a big one to the up side. I'm going to track this one back to back, no matter how long it takes to play out a year. When these are ready to play out, your Eurocat, your Pound Audi, your Pound New Zealand, I'll give out those freely to our members that are following us here when they are ready for a big move. But just track this with me here. Look at these structures. They play out as expected, like this here. Then we're looking for the big ones here. Talking about a couple of 4,000 pips move that we will be looking for once we get those one to play out. Very same thing with the pound New Zealand. It's even moving. This one here, we simply had this one to have dropped lower here. We are looking at this running flat. So we are looking for a move relating to this one here. Get this one done here. We look for a big one here. About 3,500 pips move to the upside when that is done. Now, me showing you this should tell you here that if you see this draw move pull back, you look for a short. Draw move pull back, you look for a short until you get similar pips, number of pips a year, then maybe that's when we can start to look for the move to the up side. Pound shift, I've showed you this one, expecting a move to the upside here. So this year, it's either it drop lower here, one more leg lower here, then we can look for them. Would be nice if this can just drop lower here, but if it break this high here, then this would be expected to continue to the up side against this swing low here. But if it can just make a pullback here, we can look at a trade setup for a move to the upside on your pound chief. Pound cat, I would still have to see this one to drop lower here. I must say here again, this is the question that I always ask here. We've had this one made a move to the upside here all the way up. For me, this is never enough for a pullback here. That's why I still expect that at least this must do this. It must do this a year, 335 a year. Then this would make sense that at least we have this year as the structure here, and then we can, that is correcting this a year. If it can be more of like a sideways move a year, then I would agree for this move to the upside. But I'm not denying the fact that this could make this. If it make this take out these highs a year, then forget about this a year. That would mean this is all that we needed, and this would be ready for a move to the upside. But I still prefer the bearish move to the downside a year on your pound cat before we can look for a move to the upside. Yeah, now if you zoom into this, you look at this here, made a very nice impulsively move here over this being your 1 2 a 3 a 4 a 5 here, diagonal here, move to the upside here, that is bouncing in a three-wave move against this swing high here. I would love to see the shots to the downside on your pound cat yeah. So that's all that I'm entertaining, at least for a bearish move to the down side. Alright, so not entertaining the cross pairs, I'm going to jump straight into the commodities here. Gold, like I've said it, that I was going to show you the trade setup that did not play out here. I'm going to show you this one on the 1 hourly time frame. We were looking at this here, that gold here made a move to the down side, to the upside here. We're looking at this here, and we were looking for this one to make a three-wave move here against this swing low a year, and we're looking for a move to the upside, but then did not play out a year. Instead here this went all the way invalidated toward this swing low here, but then structurally I think I did show you this one here again, that this looks good in terms of the structure now. Yeah, it's more clear now. The more the charts, as the more they move into your right here, the charts become, the structures become more and more clear here. But this looks good here. Two things happen with gold here is that gold made a move to the upside here, depending how you're looking at this, made a move to the upside here, and then we made this one drop in a three-wave move here, made this drop in a three-wave move here. Again, we had this one connecting here in a three-wave move to the upside here, and we've gotten a move that is related to this one here, made this three-wave move here. Now I do believe that gold could do this, make a move to the upside, to drop lower here, make a move here, at least come back to around these highs here, or at least come to this channel, because obviously it's going to be a channel, might come here, and then from here it might just drop something relating to this one here, something like this here, before a move to the upside. But other than this, I do believe that gold is not pressured for a move to the downside, instead to the up side. So instead of making this three-way move here, this could just do this and then go back to the all-time high. So for now, yeah, intraday trading, just simply look for gold. Every time, pull back through a move for a buy here. Now, this could have even made like a five-wave move to the upside already here, and then start to give you this pullback. Does that against this swing low here, you're simply looking for a move to the upside, or just position yourself that if this goes back to around these highs here, for a move to the upside. But obviously, your first target should be somewhere around this here on a gold here. If it break this, maybe pull back here or stay above this here, then your next target all-time high. Against that, once it get there, you can even looking for it to extend even more to the upside again. Silver obviously has made a very nice move to the upside here. Um, we are looking at this here, made a move to the upside here, three-wave move lower here, and we are looking at this one. This 12 ended as your one diagonal, 1 2 3 here, 4 5 here, ending diagonal, made a very nice impulsive move Thursday, we had a trade setup here on this one. We're expecting a move to the upside on your silver here, but it looks good for a move to the upside here, especially if the price can never come back to this swing low here. Made a nice three-way move structure here. We're simply looking for this one to continue with that move to the upside. Platinum, on the other hand, we have been looking at this one. I've showed you that we are looking for a short move to the downside here. Made a very nice drop lower here, through a move, pull back here. We're looking for this one to drop. Obviously, this could be even an internal wave one, wave two. We had a 3 and a 4 and a 5 here before we see a major pullback and then this drop lower here. Alternatively, if the price was to claim this high here, then you might even be having maybe an expanding flat. I'll still be expecting that against this swing high here, your platinum still needs to complete something here, maybe something like this, before we can talk about the possibility of a move to the upside. Brent crude oil, we are looking at this one that it would be nice, I must say, if this was to make a move to the upside. I've shown you this one here, diagonal to the up to the downside here, after this being a 1 2 3 4 5 here, made a move to the upside, running flat here. I'll still want to see one more leg to the upside before we can get this one to drop lower here. So this being your wave one here, your wave two here, or this could even be your wave eight. It doesn't matter that much, but for now, direction wise, I'm looking for this one here. A little bit of a move to the upside, then from there a drop to the down side. Right. So as for the indices here, I won't even waste your time here. Move to the upside here. No signs of a pullback. Like we said it, yeah, your Nasdaq has not yet been to the all-time high, so I will still expect that this is gonna make a move to the all-time high here, and then we should be seeing more continuation move to the upside. As seen on my wave count, I still expect to see more bullish move to the upside on your Nasdaq. So we're simply waiting to see, can we get this pullback in a three-way move? Does that? We're simply looking for a buying opportunity to the upside here. That should be the same with the rest of the other indices. Your Dow Jones been to the all-time high here and is holding steady above that one. We are simply looking at this. This is the all-time high that I'm referring to here. We are looking at this pullback here. Look for a move to the upside. I'm not saying that those pullbacks are gonna come now. That's if they do. For now, I just wanna see this here make a move to the upside a year, but if it does pull back, that is welcome. Then we're going to be looking for more bullish move to the upside, just like your S&P 500. The very same thing here. We're simply looking at this one here to hold above this high here. We are looking at this here that it should do this. If it does this here, we're looking for a move to the upside here. Every time it does those pullback, we're looking for a move to the upside. We're not trying to be against the trend here. A lot of people are talking about the crash in the market that is coming there. When that happens, we'll see it when it happens, then we'll respond to that one here. For now, we're simply riding this trade setup that we had. We're riding those here. Pullbacks net through a move. We're simply looking for a move to the upside on your DAX here. That will be the same as well. UK 100. We as much as this is very bit in a sideways move here, but it's just a matter of time. Move to the upside, pull back here. I'm gonna be expecting that this would eventually get to around these highs here. Pullbacks here, does this here. Look at this. Look at this. I don't want to look at it this way here, but somebody might say, oh, this is forming a triangle here. I don't know. Maybe it's an A, B, C here, maybe your D here, your wave E here. Then this is ready for a move to the upside here. Could be something like that. But for me, like I'm saying, gold, it will get back to these highs here, and we're going to see a move to the upside on your UK 100. Nikki, been to the all-time high here. That is ever since seen here. I think when it broke this high here, this was an all-time high here. So there's no resistance that is coming here. It can only be the hidden resistance level that you can only spot by using the Fibonacci level. But this should still continue to move to the upside. If it pull backs like this here, you just look at that as an opportunity to keep on riding the trend. And you can see in Nifty here, the very same thing. We are looking at this one that it shall continue the move to the upside here, like this pullbacks. We're looking for a move to the upside. If it pull back here, we're simply looking for this. Even if it give that bigger one against this swing low here, this will still be expected for a move to the upside. The cryptocurrencies, I don't even think I have to waste your time there, but let me just try and see if can I give you guys an alternative view here. I'm simply looking at this. My preferred view is that your Bitcoin still continues the move to the upside just from this low. We're looking at this one, 2 here, your 3 here, your wave 4 here, wave 5 might be something like this here. It's common that your wave 5 extend in the cryptocurrencies, so might not be a surprise. You get this one to extend higher here, maybe get to around 58k, maybe you get a pullback here, and then that's when you see that move to the up side. But again, let me spend some time here. Let me show you this. Let me show you this daily time frame. Yes, I want to see this big move to the upside here, but I'm open for this. I'm gonna put this on a log scale, and I want to show you this here. Bitcoin, uh, it can do this. Yes, it can do this here to have made, because if you look at this, this could just be let me try this on a daily time frame, because it does not look like it's going to fit on my screen here. Somebody could look at it this way here and say, oh, this doesn't matter, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. Could be that is a 5-way move. And this could just be 5-way move, a pullback in a 3-way move here, and then this might just drop something like this here, and then it makes a move to the upside. That is still very possible that it might happen like that. But why do you have to trade what you think will happen, okay, instead of like responding to what is happening in the market? Yeah. For now, what we are doing here at trading waves is that we are just responding to what the market is giving us. Yeah, the market says I'm going higher. We're not talking about something that we saw now. A lot of people, they are only saying now, oh, Bitcoin is going to go to the all-time high. Where were you when this was making these lows a year? Yes, made this low, caught everybody off guard. We're still expecting this drop here. Now it made a move to the upside. Confirming to you, I remember very well. We started to look for buys here, back down a year. It made a move here, made a move to the upside here. Now we wanted for pullback. We bought here, made a deeper pullback, bought here on your beat coin. I've shown you this one here. Simple structure here. Once you got this move to the upside here, telling you, convinced that this is going back to the all-time high, then you don't have to waste your time looking for the sales. You just look for this pullbacks structurally here and move to the upside. I've showed you several times how we traded this from here. Bam, we made a move to the upside. From here, bam, this we made a move to the upside. Yeah. Now the one that I was waiting for was for this 36k and move to the upside. As much as we never go to 36k, but then we saw this move here, we saw this move to the upside here. The recent one that has made about $11,000 was here. When we saw this pullback, we got this one here. So not all the business is not all about picking these tops and bottoms here. You are just there to see when is the trend, when has the trend, if the trend has changed, and then you just ride in the direction of a trend. I don't want to say ride the trend, but trade in the direction of a trend and keep it as simple. Once you do that, then you're not gonna have any hustling. To be honest, yeah, Bitcoin is gonna make a move to the upside. Structures are still calling for a move to the upside. Yeah. Now somebody might ask, can't it just drop from here? If it drops, it drops. We respond to that. If it just does this, bam, come to this swing low here, then we know that we're looking for pullbacks. Then we're gonna sell Bitcoin. But if it drops from here, I'm not going to rush and say, oh, this is going to, I'm still going to be looking at this an opportunity, buy more of this, and then this move to the upside yeah. And I just keep it that simple. Ethereum, showed you this one here, pullbacks, three-wave move here, bam, we got this move to the upside yeah. Now, this year, you can already tell just from this swing low here, this looks like it's going to end the 5-wave move soon. 1, your 2, your 3, or your 3 here, made your wave 4 running flat. This might do this wave 5. Pull back here, continue to the upside. Simple. That's all what we are looking for here. Okay. Litecoin move to the upside here. We were looking at this one. We had a trade setup here. In fact, we had this as a trade setup here, but it was never filled. That one they never reached a blue box here, and we are seeing this move to the upside here. Now, if you look at this, it does give you a possibility that I can still come back. Made it through a move. I can just be a connector here, and I give it through a move. As long as never come to the swing low, bam, we'll be looking for that move to the upside. But I tell you what, your Ripple, on the other hand, says, I'm already done against this swing low here. I remember somebody said to me, Ripple was going to come to these lows a year And like I always say, I don't change my forecast simply because of the people that comments. Of it, I value your comments. It's your own opinion, and I always respect that. And I always invite people that they should comment into our videos here, just to share their views in the market. But I don't easily change. I only change the structures once I get to my invalidation levels. This one here, one of the trade setup that we had here, made a nice three-way move into the blue box. Bam! We are expecting that this is gonna make a move to the upside. Yeah. Our first trade setup, remember very well, was here around this area here. We've made a move to the upside. We've gotten another opportunity here. We're simply looking for a ripple that it should make a move to the upper side. Right, guys, from our side, that's all what we wanted to share with you guys. Please trade safe and responsible, and please do take note, guys. We are running this 30% off, so you might want to take advantage. At the end of February, everything is going to be back to normal, but we are giving you this, guys, until the end of February, this 30% off. Right, so guys, if you like our content, please do make sure that you subscribe, press that like button, and that ring notifications. So every time we release this content, at least you are notified. Cheers, everybody. Trade safe, and bye bye.